I'm crazy. I know.
Yeah, no. To be fair, in defense, it is your job.
I feel like this is kind of a funny episode.
Hey,
That's so pick me.
It was giving pick me.
Do you want to start with the Big Daddy?
That was deep. Pat yourself on the back, Danielle. Keep up the good work.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. I'm Danielle.
I'm Brooke. We're happy to be back with you guys.
Hello. I hope you're all having just the best Wednesday. I just adore when people post their stories. The gal pals, if you will.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
I really like gal pals. Like, you guys are the gal pals, and we're the gals.
We have to lean in. Yeah,
I'm leaning in.
Okay.
I think I saw someone say they could be the go-go's. No, we don't like it.
That's funny. Yeah, every really big. I was thinking about like the Swifties.
There's something
the
for everyone.
Beehive is Beehive or Beehive. Like every fandom has
So
Directioners.
True. No, literally Beliebers. There's so many.
The core fandom.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's so many. So Michio Mob, Dan
Of course.
So you guys are the gal pals. But I love seeing the gal pals. I'm trying to lean in. Post their Instagram stories when they listen to the pod.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
It makes me so happy.
Good way to kick off the whole Wednesday with the ego boost.
It's like Christmas morning. Well, because it's really cool to see where you guys are listening to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love seeing the treadmill, on their hot girl walks, with their dog. That always makes me really happy.
Yes, on their drive to work.
Yes,
or their commute.
There's a lot of commutes. Like, we're in their little car screen. It's just really cool just to visualize it. Like, we see the numbers and we know you guys are there, but seeing the photos, it just means a lot to us. So thank you guys so much. At Gals on the Go podcast.
Yeah, and the Instagram is just...
Instagram is popping off. Just saying. Like, I feel like I'm a big feed person, and I know you appreciate a feed too.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But like, when you guys see our posts, you're not looking at our feed, you're just looking at the post. But I implore you to go to the Instagram and just look at our feed as a whole. It's slaying right now.
It's cohesive. It's
so cohesive.
But not too plant. Like, it's,
no.
A little pops. For your personal Instagram, are you still into the feed? Like,
I am.
Do you still... What is the thought process? Guide me through that.
It's a good question. It's more so like... when I'm doing a reel, how's the reel cover gonna look like? I'm thinking about it all. It's not like it has to be specific colors, but it's just kind of based on what's happening in that moment, like the top 6, I would say. Like,
gotcha. You want them to go together.
Yeah. So like, typically I like pretty neutral with, like, there tends to be pops of pink with Gals on the Go.
Cute.
But Caitlin just showed me this tip. She was so excited because, she doesn't use Instagram really much. Did you know when you go to post a photo, you can press preview and see how it's going to look in your feed on the Instagram app?
Wow, I did not know that.
I know.
That's news.
Because I have this app called where I upload the photo before so I can see what it's going to look like in the feed. Nope, you can do it on Instagram now.
Oh, that's incredible.
I know. Not for Reels yet, but for posts.
But Reels, you can go in and change the cover later, so it doesn't really matter because you can alter it. Like, if it's not
we
working.
Love that.
Yeah, that's a really cool feature.
I don't know why I care so much about the feed. Do you care?
No, I literally haven't thought about this in like years. But mine is a mess.
I was actually going to tell you, yours is like good right now.
Wow, Danielle, I'm flattered. Oh my gosh, really? I don't have any photo.
Yeah, it's just so like black, white, red, pink.
I guess
like, it's very Hollywood glamour. Like, your top,
thank you.
Your top 7 right now are fire.
My top, Pookie looks fire.
Like, it's just very
that's
you.
so nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I haven't thought about that. I mean, I definitely will change the reel covers and stuff to like maybe try to match.
Yeah, see what you could do.
Yeah, but I've had eras where I was like color schemes or whatever.
Your green
feed. Or it was just, it had to be like, if it was a close-up photo of my face, then the next photo had to be like a far away body shot or like an object or something. And now I'm just like, they're all face shots. Get used to it.
Remember the days when we would post like a filler photo? It's like,
yes, you knew it wasn't gonna do well, but it's just a filler. Mind the gap.
That's crazy.
Mind the gap. Yeah.
Mind the gap. Like, we'd post like a picture of our coffee because we already had one of our face the time before that. It's crazy. I feel like some people actually do that still.
Yeah, they do like an aesthetic like flat lay or something. Yeah, or like a hotel lobby or something to break it up, and it's like a shopping, like, the store, like not actually them shopping, but they're
it's so true.
Love this, like, just something.
But no, I love that.
Yeah, but you're inspiring me, Lena. It is like, it could be seen as artistic, like if you want it's curation and like Pinterest almost. Yeah.
It is. It provides stress though.
Oh.
So I don't know
What
if I
would
would
you say,
lean
red,
in too much.
green,
Well,
or
like I
yellow?
was at the airport and like my Gals on the Go photo, like the photo I posted in Toronto, which we will talk about. I really wanted to post the second photo first, which is like more neutral. It was me in front of like the Chanel in Yorkville. But like I like this photo better, but I just this would look better on my feed. And I was sitting there at the airport bar with Delaney and Caitlin, and they were like, "Come on, the pink photo is the best. You have to post that." Caitlin was like, "I wish you could go back in later and like change
the order."
But then I don't care. Once it's like down the feed, I don't care. I'm crazy. I know.
Yeah, no. This, I mean, well, to be fair, in defense, it is your job. So like you're allowed to
job.
be. It is. Your, I mean, it's my job too. I guess.
It's just like that first impression.
I do get when I go to someone's feed, I definitely look at it, but I wouldn't say that it's a make or break decision for me to follow someone.
No, it's just more so.
Some it is though. It's like you really you take it all in, and you're kind of like you're selling yourself basically to like strangers, being like, follow me, like I'm valuable, basically.
Do you have any post pin? No, I just went on your page.
I was thinking about what to pin because you pin like your big moments or something, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, should I pin like the New York show or something?
I know.
Maybe. I was trying to think what's like really. I mean, of course we have valuable moments, but I was like, what's like a standout for me?
No, I know. Sometimes like during Fashion Week, I pinned more like outfit photos just in case like a brand popped over and they
that's
want.
a good that's just you keep it a real business chat. Yeah,
if you guys want tips. I don't think it did much, but I just wanted my feed to look very fashion forward in that moment. So, or if it's like Gals on the Go season, like in December, there were some points I had like our video pinned that we are cool hype reel.
Great video. Yeah, when we're trying to sell those tickets, then you gotta go to work. I see. So you're like alternating. You're kind of like, what am I promoting today?
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
like what perfume am I wearing today? What am I promoting today?
That's kind of how. Whenever I like link things on my story, I'm like, what am I selling everybody today?
Yeah,
what
am I in the mood to tell people they need? They're gonna love that.
Oh no, I'm joking. But it is a reflection of what I'm actually. I will say, I feel like I haven't been selling as many items because I haven't been buying as many items, so I have less items to show in the way of like new products I'm trying or new outfits or something.
That's good though.
No, I know. I'm just buying unnecessary shit. Yeah.
No, I complimented your set today.
Fashion Pass. My bag, Vivrel, rented or borrowed, I should say. They make me say borrowed instead of rent.
Maybe borrowed just sounds.
I think it's chicer.
Chic,
elevated. I don't rent. It's like you rent it. Borrowed's like I borrowed it from my friend's closet.
Maybe that is what it is. Because rent, it's like I rented it.
There's still some people who are still like. I think it's mostly. I don't want to stereotype based on age, but I think it's like some older generations find the renting thing so bizarre. Like they can't get behind it. They're like, why would I wear clothes that someone else has worn? But meanwhile, I feel like our generation, we're like, I literally will wear the clothes off your back. Like as long as I can get a cute picture in it.
Of course. I didn't know that was a thing.
I have talked to some like friends.
But your mom does it.
Oh, my mom loves it. But I've talked to some of her friends and people and they're like, I just don't really get it, No, and it's like they're like, I don't get why I would wear something that's I would rather just get a t-shirt at Target or whatever it is. And it's like different strokes for different folks. I'm a renter till
you said a saying today that I thought was funny. If my shoe was on the other foot, or if my foot, or what'd you say?
Shoe was on the other foot. I've said, or if the. Is that
like,
what I said? I love a saying like that. Like
I was like, where did she get this
from?
Saying. It's so good. I forget like what chat it was in, but
he was.
You said, I appreciate it when shoe is on the other foot.
I love a saying
like vice versa is
an old wives' tale, or like what is that, a proverb? Is that what it is? Like the
maybe. Wait, but like where'd you get that from? Or you've just heard it, or you made it up?
No, I feel like my parents have said that forever.
It's so good.
They're like, Brooke, if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't care. Like, I'm like, oh, you're right. You're right. That means like if you were in my position. Yeah.
No, I liked it. So I just wanted to.
My parents have those like kind of like cringe sayings, but like then I've adapted them and I kind of love it.
Oh, I know. It's really so crazy how you start saying things that people around you say.
Yeah. The slang, the jargon.
I started to say, what's this word extracted. I say that from you now. Because I'll be like, oh, Brooke, I saw this person. And she'll say, what information did you extract from them then? I'm like, that's just a big word. Phrase.
Another recent thing I've been doing is saying TM after things.
Yes,
like I'll be like, I'm drinking my smart water TM. Like, I'm just fun. Or like,
why not?
That's such a. Danielle Carolyn TM outfit. Like,
Yeah.
or something.
No, I like it. It's
to emphasize it's like a fake trade. You could say it as a fake trademark or a real trademark. I think it's kind of
manifested
like
into
ironic.
existence.
Yeah.
We love it. So we're here today because we started a Q&A last week and we simply did not finish it. We literally answered 3 questions because we were chatty.
We're chatty Cathy's over here.
Chatty Cathy's, chatty Maddie's, chatty. I don't know another name that rhymes, but we're going to be answering a ton of the questions because we did a Google form so that you guys could ask us questions and provide a little bit more info, not just like a few sentences because Instagram, you know.
What's your favorite color? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just there's only
There's a
so
few
much you
short
could
ones,
fit.
but-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want the full story.
We
Give
want
me
the paragraphs.
Yeah, please tell me where you're from.
Yeah.
Tell me what you do.
Yeah, so speaking of what you do, the gals were doing things this past weekend.
We did. We're international touring artists.
Yes,
I will
Brooke
never
will not let
recover.
you forget it.
Nope.
We went to Canada. We went to Toronto, and we did a show. Apparently, I say Toronto right, or you do too.
Toronto, like instead of Toronto, like there's only one. You don't pronounce.
Did you
the
get
second
messages like "Thanks so much for saying
name?
it
Yes,
right"?
I was like, I've never pronounced anything right in my life, so I
I
love
know.
this.
I'm like literally telling the audience that we say it right, so they know. Toronto.
Love the city. It was a little chilly when we went. You know,
It was, but it was the same temperature as New York. It just felt colder.
I know. It just wasn't my favorite temperature to be navigating. You know, it's not.
Yeah, when you're like not sure where you're going.
Yeah, but if you layer up, you're really fine. Just do your hand warmers, whatever.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was cool.
And then everybody hits you with the like, yeah, this isn't even that bad. And it's like,
oh yeah, you guys came on a good weekend.
Yeah.
We got that a lot. It was so fun though. We had the best group. Delaney and Caitlin came, and then Kat, our makeup artist, came, and it was just, and then obviously our team. It was just the best time. I love Canada so much. We did on Saturday. So Brooke left because she's been to Toronto.
yes,
Before in the summer,
Yes,
which I
yes,
need
yes.
to go back in the summer.
you need to live that experience. We stayed at this like it was at the same hotel. We stayed at the
Yeah.
one hotel, of course.
course.
And I stayed there in like end of May into June, and it was unseasonably warm, like 70 degrees. The city was electric. Like all of those places that appeared to be closed, like the patios and whatnot, people in every seat. Like the city was just such a vibe.
I'm sure they're like so happy.
They love it.
It's like New York in the summer or in the spring.
Yes,
should I say?
everybody comes out and they're
Yeah,
like, oh, suddenly a
thawing
new
out.
lease on life. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was so lovely and it was cold. But so Brooke and the rest of our gals left on Saturday morning, but my friends and I stayed till like later that night. And we did the CN Tower, which was really fun.
How
We went
was
up.
that? Is it like New York where you kind of go observation deck, or like what do you do up there?
Yeah, same kind of thing. We were just like, it was a cool way to get a bird's eye view of Toronto
Very
because
cool.
we like we knew the Great Lake was right there, like Ontario, but we hadn't seen it. So we were like, oh, there's big body of water there. There's more city. There's this, there's that. It was really cool to just kind of, it was like seeing a map in real life, you know, like from top of view. But I'm not scared of heights. None of us were scared of heights. We did not know when you get in the elevator, it's like a glass elevator. So you see everything, you know, like when you go to the Edge in New York, for example, it's an elevator that has like TVs. Like you don't know.
Yes, it's like a Disney experience.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
fun.
a real. Yeah, they're like now transporting you too. You
Yeah,
know,
and
you're
your
like-
ears pop and then you're there.
Yep.
This was slow and steady and you were just going up.
How many?
They said it in kilometers, whatever
Oh,
it was, however high.
Do you know how many? Do they say in stories or
No, they didn't. I'm sure. I don't know. They just said kilometers, and we were like, okay, we'll look that up later. We never looked it up. It was high though.
like 100? Like I don't even know what it.
I don't even know.
Roughly. Yeah, it was.
I mean,
it's tall. It's up there.
Yeah, it wasn't like crazy tall, but the reason we were freaked out is because then they're like, and if you look down on the floor, it was like glass in the elevator.
There's no way of avoiding it.
There's like it's like little blocks, but then what happened was, so we're already like, whoa, this is. I mean, it was cool. It was cool
Yeah,
because
so-
you're seeing the world under you. And
Uh-huh.
but then this fucking 12-year-old boy, like it's just always them. He goes, you could literally, I put it on my story. You could hear him say, he goes, has this elevator ever broke? And we all are just like,
You hate to hear that.
but it's like a kid, so we can't be like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, and the dad was like, oh, buddy, like, stop that. And then the woman was like, oh no, like, we have 8 cords, so like, even if one of them broke, we'd be fine. And like, I don't know why, but I mean, it was like, get me out of this elevator.
Why would she say that? Don't even tell me how many cords you have. I don't even need to know that there's one.
No, I
want to
know.
think it's magic.
It's magic. Brooke, I thought the same thing.
The fact that it's cords, like that's
Did not like that.
That's like in the plane when they're like, we have a second engine. You're like, I didn't
Yes.
need to know that we're on the second engine. Like, you know.
Yes, I was like, I didn't need to know that there could be 7 and we'd still be fine. I need to know that we're just getting up there.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear about the logistics.
Yeah,
it's always the fucking like 12-year-old boy.
Was it like a 1 minute ride or like was it multi-minutes? Like
multi-minute. It was like at least a minute, but I don't know. It was so slow.
Yeah, it feels like a long time when you're in it.
Yeah, it really was fine, but it was just
okay. And then you get up and is it like, you know,
you go around, take a picture, you look around, take a photo, whatever, and then we left. You know, there's only so much you could do up there, but it was beautiful. Then we literally debated going to the aquarium. Like
Danielle saw that there was an aquarium, and I know you wanted to go.
Remember, I said to you, and then they wanted to, and I was like, "That's so funny." I was telling Brooke, "I'm gonna see if they'd want to go," but then I was like, "Is that what you do when you go to Toronto?" Like, it was like a Ripley's aquarium, which I don't understand what that means.
I feel like that's like if you have a 2-day or 3-day itinerary, but just 1 day.
Yeah, but then like when they brought it up, I was like, oh my god, because I think it was cold, so they were like, But then
cozy.
I really wanted to go to Yorkville. I said, can we at least get lunch or something in Yorkville? Because you had told me about it. So
I actually didn't make it there, but I had heard that it was the spot to go.
Oh my god, you gotta go back.
When I was there, they were like, it's closed. Whatever day of the week, like that I happened to be there.
That's what you were telling me.
They were like, it's closed on like I forgot if it was Sunday. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or like Tuesday. It was like some random day. They're like, everything is closed on that day, and I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna go over there.
That's so strange because it's like
a poppin' area, I would assume.
Yeah, like it's not like a mall. Like that's so.
But
weird.
It was a cute little high-end shopping.
Cute. Oh my god, it felt like the Hamptons a little bit. How like there's like a Chanel. It was like a bank, and it's a Chanel, and there's like a Christian Louboutin house. Like it was. We were happy that we didn't end up going to the aquarium because there was so much to see. I bought sunglasses.
I saw you.
I got some Prada, like Kim Kardashian looking. Like,
they looked. I like them. They're cool shape. Well, and it was like favorable to shop there, right? I don't know about the designer shopping.
I don't know about design like that one because when I looked up I was like, I think it's the same, but sometimes it's favorable for you. But we went. It was just such a great day. So we love Toronto. We had so much fun at the show. Thank you guys all so much for coming. Like, Caitlin said it was like our best show yet.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, well, all she's seen is New York and that. And I thought New York was amazing. So I was like, wow. I think every show we do, we just get like more in tune with each other.
Yes. Well, especially with this specific show because it's like the same show pretty much every time. So it's like the jokes are getting a little tighter. Yeah.
Because it's like not planned, but like it is kind of planned, you know?
Yeah.
And by the time this episode's out, we'll have gone to Philly and then the show's over.
That's a wrap.
For GOTG show number 2.
We're going to have to name the next tour. We'll have to think of something funny.
I know you wanted to do
it's going to have to be like the Green Panic Tour or something like.
See, we just didn't have words for it, but now we have some like sayings. The Muriel from Sweet Life of Zack.
If you know, you know.
The Broccoli Rob.
The broccoli.
But one thing that Brooke did during the show, you guys, was so funny. Well, like during the show, I will roast you for a second. Brooke would be like, "Do you guys have that here?" Like
because I did notice. I noticed immediately once we got out there, there were some cultural differences. Like just in terms of
people didn't laugh at
just things that weren't hitting and whatever. So then I felt like I had to overly explain myself because I was like, okay, maybe they don't have that here. You know,
it's good to be safe.
Yeah, it was good to be.
So I don't know why.
So one of our bits was about when you go to a restaurant and the staff start singing you happy birthday. If you came to the show, you know we have that as one of our bits.
It's a panic moment.
It's a panic moment. And we had some audience members up on stage, and then I was reading it out aloud, and I said, "Do you guys do that here? Do you guys
sing happy birthday?
Do you guys sing happy birthday?" And everyone was like, "Is she well? Like,
literally everyone was like, yeah." But Brooke was like, maybe you do like happy birthday. Like maybe you do a different one.
Like I would chant or obviously I know that they sing happy birthday, but I wasn't sure if it was a cultural thing. Like
maybe
Americans love their birthday or something.
Yeah, or maybe at restaurants they don't do it.
Yes.
I know what you mean. But in the moment it was you had to be there. It was so good.
The lighting guy turned to Lucy and was like, yes, we have birthdays here.
Oh my God, I forgot she said that.
I did ask for a few things because I was like, oh, Grillo's pickles, like that didn't hit.
Yeah, that was.
Sense. There was another one that didn't hit. A few.
You like remembered them? You went home and thought about it.
My mom's different rooms. You know how it is. Yeah. Oh, the frat parties. We talked.
They said they don't really do those.
Yeah, because there was like a picture of Danielle on a frat catch. I was like, frat parties, and I was like, wait, you guys don't really have like, you know, I feel like a frat culture is big
there. Yeah,
it's very like. Yeah. USA core. Like it's like, yes. They do have that. I did get myself, this was another thing. Tim Hortons, we have it in America. I know that we did.
Oh yeah.
I think there's literally one in Times Square. Like they're every, no, They're everywhere. But my thing is, I feel like it's a different menu. Like, you know, when you go to McDonald's in Canada, they have poutine on the menu. Like, I feel like it's slightly different. They also don't have fucking ranch. Like, give me my fucking ranch. Like,
that's the problem.
I know. We ordered Uber Eats, no ranch.
That's the same thing. Like, I'll get Chick-fil-A in New York, but getting Chick-fil-A in Georgia or Florida just like hits different. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Similar.
It's similar different. I feel like the different country is a little different. Like, it's like the Starbucks in Canada is different. They have some different menu items. Yeah. Yes. So the Tim Hortons there, I figured it would hit harder, but I made a video about it and people are like, do they not have that in New York? And someone replied and was like, it's literally on my campus and I go to college in New York. I was like, I am an idiot. No, I'm kidding.
No, but it's like a whole thing. It's going to Timmy's or whatever.
Oh, I got my Timbits. I got my ice cap. Everybody loved that. They love the ice cap thing. It's a milkshake. I mean, and I love coffee as a milkshake, but I think that there is, I need to know.
Like, did you feel caffeinated from it?
Like, no, but I felt like, I mean, my stomach or like.
Your stomach certainly, you had a emergency at one point.
Oh my gosh. I got it with cream, I guess, and you're supposed to get it with chocolate milk, but I'm like, who's just out here drinking chocolate milk in the middle of the day as a grown woman? Like, that's a milkshake. That's a choice.
No, like, that's a choice.
I love a sugary coffee, but that's extreme. That's next level. No. I mean, the whipped cream on it was like piled up. I was like, this is the ultimate sweet treat.
What was funny is after the show, so Brooke was rooming with Kat and I was with Delaney and Caitlin. And we were like FaceTiming and we were all simultaneously ordering McDonald's. And I was like, we just ordered. And Brooke was like, fuck, we just missed the cut because it was like about to close. But then you ended up being able to get it.
There was like a 15-minute period where they like they changed menus.
Yeah.
It was like that. They were switching over to like the late night menu.
Oh, so it was still going to be open. They were just switching menus.
Yes, but it said like closed. It didn't say like we're going to reopen. It just said closed. But I had extracted the information that it was going to reopen. Yes, they didn't have snack wraps on the late night menu. So I didn't
Caitlin got a snack wrap.
You guys ordered in the early shift.
Oh, because we got that. You know what I got?
What did you get?
It was crazy.
Like
I got
McChicken?
pancakes.
Pancakes?
I literally raw dogged 3 pancakes before bed.
Pancakes? Did you put any things on?
Syrup, of course. Syrup. But it like wasn't like Canadian syrup probably. It was just like the McDonald's.
Yeah.
It was so good. And then I wanted
That's
a hash brown.
That's an interesting choice. You went for the breakfast at midnight.
I knew I wanted breakfast. I don't like die for like a McDonald's burger. Like I want, or the chicken. I want like the breakfast. Have you ever had a McGriddle, or do you know what the McGriddles are?
I know, I'm aware.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted.
I see.
But they didn't have that, so I went for the pancakes. That's okay. Oh, that sounds good right now.
McDonald's pancakes?
Yeah. Or no, McGriddle.
I do love McDonald's. I don't care if people like will, no, a lot of there was a period of time where people were like, if you eat McDonald's, you're disgusting. It was like, grow up. You grow up. I love McDonald's.
Let me eat my McDonald's in peace.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have no judgment. I just only like certain things. Well, you probably only like certain things. What'd you get that night?
I got chicken nuggets. Not my first choice. Those don't like the breading on them. I prefer the chicken selects, but they don't really make those anymore.
Selects?
Like they're the tenders.
Oh.
The breading on them, I like that better.
Yeah,
it's like a crunchy breading versus like a
airy, like
not my favorite. But the fries always hit. But they didn't have good dipping sauces. They have like I was eating them with like sweet and sour. I was like, this isn't hitting.
I know.
But I need something. Dry fries.
I mean, McDonald's. I think I ate my fries dry that night. I have pancakes and fries because I wanted a hash brown. But they're so salty that it's like.
Oh yeah, the next morning I was like, I actually did think about it because I'm big on Element these days. Thanks to you, I do love it. Like, am I eating too much salt?
Someone commented on that on my video, and now I'm spiraling. They were like, "Girl, between that soup you ate and then your Element, you've hit your sodium intake for the day." But
no, I did say this to Ben. I was like, "Oh, I got my Element."
Say?
He was like, "You could get hypertension if you have too much sodium." I mean, he's an alarmist, but I was like,
an alarmist.
Oh my god! I was like, maybe I don't need this, but at the same time, I'm dehydrated. I want to hydrate.
Yeah, what's better, drinking like liquid IV with sugar or Element with salt? Like,
I guess you just have to monitor your salt intake the rest of the day. Like maybe, like if you're going to McDonald's, maybe don't do the Element that day.
Oh my god, I have to.
But I can't plan that corresponding though. Like it's not.
I can't plan that because usually when I'm drinking Element, I'm hungover.
I know. Or you're preparing for the night and then you eat that at night. I know. It's too many steps. Being a health.
See, it's like you try and then it's too much.
It's too much. All of these wellness packs and stuff, I feel like I'm taking so many things. I don't even know what the hell I'm taking at this point. And I try to be like the queen of, I'll try to be good and, do them. But I'm like.
It's like, oh, that's too much. I can't. This is news to me. Well, no, someone commented on my video last week, and I haven't had Element since because I'm nervous now.
Really?
Well, I haven't needed it.
I don't think you need it every day. Maybe that's the message.
I don't drink it every day.
So maybe
like that week
when you're particularly hydrated, like sometimes when you're feeling a little I know when I'm feeling dehydrated.
Yeah, like usually my head hurts. That's when I'm dehydrated. Like I had one before the live show because I was like, ooh, like I'm a little dehydrated.
That's a good occasion. That should be the day. But you had McDonald's, so too much.
And I had McDonald's.
That's a lot of salt, Danielle.
That's a lot of salt for the day. Oh my God, I'm gonna go.
This is a health podcast now.
This is a health podcast. People will let us know. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you wanted to say about Toronto?
Just that it was fantastic. I do love Canadians. Everyone's so polite. Can we talk about that? Like just a polite group. Like let's talk about it. And my ears got the loudest cheer.
Oh my God, they did. We should have started with that when we walked on stage.
I didn't even think about it, honestly. It didn't cross my mind, but somehow we brought up and it was like, Danielle, you were like, oh, and Brooke's ears. And the crowd went
wild.
I was not expecting. I was expecting a little like, whoa, because people say whoa to stuff. Like,
yeah, girl.
Ah. Well, Danielle did a line at Toronto. She's like, we feed off of your energy. I was like,
I don't think people realize that.
No, you were hyping up it was good. It was a good message.
Yeah, like we need affirmation, and I think some people think they're watching a show, which they are. And we don't want people to heckle per se, but we do need the hoots and hollers and the woos. It helps us a lot to keep going.
It is, I guess, a little bit of an educate because, like, versus a Broadway show, like you shut up, you're quiet, so you're polite.
Just let them know,
right? It's like a mix of a comedy show and like a Broadway show. Like, you can shout out a little bit, but not too much.
Not too much. Sometimes people do too much.
Yeah, a little too many drinks.
A little too many drinks. It happens. Yeah. The ears, the people went crazy.
They loved that. I'm trying to think what else really hit. We shared some of our really funny messages. Oh my gosh, this was a good tour, but we'll have good ones in the future. Yeah. And now we know what people like. I feel like we got a lot of good feedback.
We'll change things up, but keep some things the same that people really liked and do new, like the DMs thing. We'll have to probably keep that in there somehow. People love it. The boyfriends, the husbands,
that's everybody's
the
favorite.
guy friends love that.
Everybody's favorite. Yeah, they say it in the meet and greet. They'll be like, I really love the show, especially like that segment about
I'm like, okay, good to know. Great feedback. We like to hear about this. So, okay, we'll do our favorite of the week.
Let's do it.
Yay. Do you ever get sick to your stomach before a big presentation? Feel butterflies in your stomach before a big date? Get that one text that sets off your whole day? That's because your gut, not your brain, is responsible for your stress response. There's a profound connection between your brain and your gut, and you need to nourish both so you can perform at your best. Personally, I trust Just Thrive Probiotic because it's not only recommended by some of the biggest names in the health industry, but it's also clinically proven and all natural. It's a game changer for dealing with the most common digestive issues like bloat, constipation, gas, and more. And it supports energy, improves sleep, and promotes clear skin. If your gut is healthy, your body will perform at its best. And for your next level stress management, I pair the probiotic with Just Thrive's breakthrough new formula, Just Calm. This is an amazing product that has proprietary ingredients that have been clinically proven to do the almost unimaginable. They can help you quickly soothe everyday stress, encourage a steady and balanced mood, improve alertness and focus, and even help you get better sleep. Just Thrive Probiotic and Just Calm make the perfect 1-2 punch to beat stress before it beats you by supporting the gut-brain connection. And right now, when you go to justthrivehealth.com and use promo code GALS, you can get 20% off a 90-day bottle of Just Thrive Probiotic and Just Calm. That's like getting a month for free. And a portion of every purchase goes to Vitamin Angels, a nonprofit organization that helps save the lives of millions of children and moms-to-be around the world by ensuring they get the vitamins and minerals they need to stay healthy and strong. Take control today with Just Thrive.
I have mine coincidentally right next to me. It's these Tower 28 little lippies. They're so cute.
I was looking at that. I haven't seen this
They are so cute.
They're so cute. Oh my God, the top is so nostalgic.
It's Carmex coated.
Yes, that's what it is. You got me.
And I've actually been enjoying Carmex too, separately.
Separately, I am loving
Separately, do love Carmex. That's like if we want a $2, pick it up at the local bodega if you're in a pinch. But this will do, and it comes in so many. It's the Tower 28 Lip Softy tint. This one's tinted, but they also have ones that are non-tinted. I actually like the non-tinted ones. I wouldn't say borderline better, but I knew that we were filming this today, so I was like, okay, how about like a little tint?
Did you see the TikToks where the girl was like, I've just been reapplying my lip balm and I didn't realize it was tinted, and her mouth
No.
That happened to me the other day with the Summer Fridays one. I thought I had the vanilla one in my hand, but I had one of the tinted ones, and I just sometimes will sit there and go to town. I'm just lip balming it up, and then I go downstairs to talk to my doorman, and he was just looking at me very weird, and I went back upstairs and I was like, oh my God, I have like a ring of... I was like, you gotta tell me next time, Larry. Come on.
Did you tell him that?
No, I didn't. But in my head, when I was upstairs, I was like, Larry. But maybe he knew I was just going back upstairs. If I was leaving the house, he should tell me.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
I think that they get nervous about when to overstep, you know?
I know.
Because like then what if you were like, oh, I have an allergic reaction. Like, you know,
I know.
I do think about that sometimes when you could feel someone staring at something on you and they know that it's not right. And you're like, tell me.
Yeah.
Fucking tell me. Like,
yeah. No, yeah. If you're staring, you simply have to tell me what you're staring at. So, but that looks so cute.
Yes. So this is the tinted one in Dolce de Leche, but I forget the name of the color name, but it's like the red tube and it's just clear and they're really good. I mean, I would compare them to Summer Fridays, not to Rhode. Can we talk about, I think you like them. Why do they have like beads in them?
Mine don't have that. I wonder if there was a bad batch. I saw this on TikTok. Like some people's are like, is yours grainy?
Yes. It feels like sand. Like it feels like sand at the beach got in my lip balm. So I'm like, this isn't it.
Mine doesn't have that. However, I will say it's not as like smooth as some of the others. I think Rhode, it's more for the look. It doesn't like feel for me. Like when I put on Rhode, it's a look. It's not necessarily like moisturizing a ton, which is it's like lip gloss. Just think about it like a lip gloss, right?
I do feel like I constantly have to reapply the lip balm to keep that balmy look though, is the thing. You know, it's not just I want my lips to just stay slick, but they won't.
I know.
But I think it's because I'm talking too much, probably.
No, my lip, I mean, I should start doing what you do and have my lip gloss next to me because I just feel my lips have
No, they look great.
shriveled up.
Like a whole color going on right now.
I hope so. I've been using this Estee Lauder lip liner. I like it because on the other side, there's a brush. You can like blend it.
Oh.
All lip liners need to come with a brush on the other side. Hot tip.
Genius.
Right?
Or a sharpener. That's
or sharpener, just something. Give me
like
something.
A bonus, yeah.
Yeah, a bonus little, we love a gift on the side, right? So
2 in 1. What are you loving right now?
Well, I think we should also highlight that we both have LTKs folders.
Good point.
Yes, I wrote this down because I want to remind people that if you go on Brooke's page or my page, there's a folder called, or like a little area called GOTG vapes or something. And each week,
I thought you just said GOTG vapes. I was like,
honestly, who knows? It's like an evening podcast today, so my brain's a little fried.
We've linked our favorite vapes for you guys.
I personally love the Puff Puff and the Huff Blonde.
We don't even know.
We don't even know the names.
We do not vape, so.
We do not vape. But yeah, so the things we talk about will be on those. So you can go to my LTK or Brooke's LTK, which are in like our links and bios and stuff, and in the description, of course.
Yes.
So you can shop the products we talk about each week. Mm-hmm. Just a reminder.
Thank you, Danielle. Guys, get to shopping.
Yep, get to shopping, girls.
That's what we're showing this week.
That's what Brooke decided to sell today.
Yeah. I woke up and I said, lip balm.
Lip balm. I woke up today and said jeans. You're cute jeans.
Okay, what type of cute jeans?
They're called the horse. Oh my god. I'm
glitching. I was like,
horseshoe. The Citizens of Humanity horseshoe jeans. Okay. I love them. I just bought one color and then I bought 2 more colors.
2 more? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When I find jeans that I like, I buy them because like I buy more colors because I really struggle with jeans.
Yeah. How many jeans do you have? Period. Like total. Like are we talking over under 10?
Like probably 10. I
cycle through them.
Thank you. Please finish.
That's
my
okay.
words
I'll be your
today.
translator today.
Yes.
Wait, it's like what's that game when you mime things? You're like looks like, sounds.
No,
like,
we
movie,
could do this so
5
well.
Words.
Like we're so good at like
we are finishing
that.
each other's.
Yeah, we really could.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would have known horseshoe. But the horseshoe jeans, I really like them. A ton of my friends have them, and I kept almost buying them. I don't know why I didn't because they're amazing. Especially like. I love a straight leg jean, but sometimes straight leg jeans on me, unless I get them super baggy, they just like still stick to my thighs, and I hate that. So these are the horseshoe jeans. They fit your waist really nicely, but then they literally like the fabric goes out by your like knees, so it's a very flattering look. I don't know how to explain it, but I love them so much. You guys need to look them up. A lot of you guys have been clicking on this because they're really cute. I bought black, I bought a light blue, and a dark blue, so I'm in.
I love Citizens of Humanity. That's probably one of my favorite jean brands.
Yeah, they do have good jeans. You're cute jeans. I can't stop
No,
saying
that's really good. And I feel like they're in that jean category where it's like it's expensive, but honestly, the jeans I have, like those are the ones that I've had for 4 or 5 years now, and that's like the longest I think I've ever had jeans in my entire life.
She's testifying right now.
And I keep it like even if I've like fluctuate sizes, I'm like, okay, those are my jeans for when I'm a little smaller, or a little bigger. Like I'm at that point in my life too, where I've like I have pieces for every size.
Oh
so
yeah,
like,
you have to. Those are my like skinny jeans, literally.
Yeah, like if you I feel like women we fluctuate so much.
Definitely.
And it's natural, and like I don't want to say it's normal, but because we're doctors.
We're doctors.
Podcast.
I really want to look more into, but also I don't know if I want to look more into the whole, you know how like you're in different phases each week, like your follicular phase, your luteal. Didn't know that word. I say I need to research this. I just think it's interesting because you're supposed to do like different workouts based off of, I don't know how much I have heard this too,
but I think that when you're on birth control, it just goes
out the door.
It's just like your hormone levels and stuff. Once again, this is a doctor podcast, so take whatever I say factually.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Please do not.
Yeah. Oh my God. On that note, we won't get into it, but I really just want to get off birth control.
Would you consider an alternative?
No, it was literally my father was like, maybe you could do the thing that instead. It was the most awkward conversation of my life. He's a doctor, so it like wasn't awkward, but like it was. He was like, oh God, we can't get into that, but
they all have to rotate through, so he had to rotate and do.
He did it. Yeah, he's done all the things.
Rotation. So he's delivered a baby in his life, or like watched someone deliver a baby.
I think he's watched. I don't know if he's like grabbed
the receiver.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him. The receiver. He plays more quarterback.
I'm a wide receiver.
Yeah, wide receiver. Tight end. Travis Kelce. Oh, that was another joke that didn't hit in Toronto was like Patrick Mahomes. Which people know Travis Kelce, but I don't think everyone knows Patrick Mahomes.
American
Anyways,
football.
Yeah, so I just like kind of want to get off the pill, but then I feel like it makes my skin better, so I need to like go to the dermatologist. Like big doctor episode today.
Yeah, I'm scared to get off of it. I mean, at this point in my life, like I just know everything's gonna go to shit. I
know, like I feel like it regulates things,
but not necessarily. I think that my mental health would be better if I were off of it.
I know,
most certainly.
I know, I've heard good things. Some people lose a couple pounds. Like,
yeah, I have heard that too. I'm nervous. I worry about my skin. I worry also about my period. I really used to get insane periods.
Oh, right, you said that. I didn't, and then I got bad periods when I got on birth control. Fun fact, like bad cramps. Never had cramps.
Yeah. I've heard really good things about the IUD.
The thought of something going up there and staying there is tough for me. So I might just never make the change.
Yeah. And it has like a cord, you can remove, like you're not supposed to remove, but like there's
emergency cord.
Ow! But like my insides are hurting. It's not actually. I think that it doesn't happen like a lot.
Oh no, and I've had some friends that like they've like it didn't work out for them. Like they had a really painful. Sorry,
you have to get it removed or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different kinds. I mean, you could get
Let us know your experience. Like, actually hit me up.
I know. I genuinely, I do commend people that like really they are so good about like they can figure out a way to do it. I don't know if they do the natural cycles or like whatever you do.
No, I kind of like I would rather do that, which is scary.
I have too much.
Don't want to take chances.
Fear for that. Like I feel like I convince myself I'm pregnant every other day, even though like there's literally no way I'm like could be pregnant right now. Like
you had a bout of doing that like a year ago or something.
Yeah,
I remember.
I was like I might be right now. I don't know.
And then you're like, no.
I take my birth control at the same time every day. Like it's just
I'm so regimented like that.
I try to be.
It's so good.
Know me. Strict routine.
We need to have a doctor on the podcast again soon. I need
to ask that was really good when we had Dr.
P. Okay, we'll do our rec of the week.
Yeah. Love is Blind. I won't give any spoilers because you want to watch it. Love is Blind season 6.
You can because I feel like I won't remember the names. If there's anything specific you want to say, like I don't want to hinder the audience. But maybe they'll get spoiled. I don't know.
I know because it's like pretty current. They're releasing the episodes like they just released more today, so I'm gonna go home and watch. That's my night. I have my Factor meal. I'll be heating up and I'll be eating that and watching Love is Blind. It is so good. I mean, the show, it's so corny. Not corny. I mean, it's real, so it's not corny. And I feel like they're actually having real conversations.
Yeah. In the pods.
Yeah.
They're out of the pods now?
Yeah, they're out of them. That's just go watch it. I mean, it's a good season. Like, I'm a reality TV person, but I feel like I have a good sense of like generally good or bad reality TV. And this is good reality TV. The people are kind of unhinged. You just watch these people make the worst choices. You're like, it was so clear. You were so clearly meant to choose the other person, but then they choose this person. There was a whole thing about this woman saying she looks like Megan Fox. Did you hear about that?
I've seen lots of things about Megan Fox, yeah.
So it was this girl.
Oh, she told him that she
brought it. Like the whole idea is that love is blind, right? You're not supposed to talk about your looks. It's supposed to be a social experiment. Like, can you fall in love without, deciding, seeing what someone looks like, but also
you're right, they don't
you're not supposed to discuss it, but like it comes up, right? It's like, because I'm tall or because I'm, I work out a lot. So you can like get a picture for someone in their brain, I guess, even though not necessarily. So this girl, she brings up, she's like, you know, have you ever been told you look like a celebrity before? And like he was like, not really, no. Like, what about you? And she was like, oh, well, I've been told I look like. And then she's like, Machine Gun Kelly's like girlfriend or something.
Oh, because you don't know who that is.
I know. He was like Megan Fox, and she was like, yeah, like I've been told I look like her.
Does she?
I loosely see the resemblance. I mean, you know
right
how celebrity look like. You don't really look exactly like them. You resemble them a little bit, right?
Yeah, of course. Like you look like Gal Gadot. Gadot. Oh my God.
Gal Gadot. Yeah, you have the same eyes or something. Like it's very loose. It doesn't. You're not doppelganger.
Oh,
but it's just her eyes do look similar.
They have the same eyes.
Yeah,
I mean, different color hair for sure.
What'd you just Google?
Megan Fox, Love Is Blind.
Yeah, what's her name?
Actually, they do have the same eyes and kind of the same nose.
That's what I'm saying. If there was like a video that like zoomed out slowly and they do kind of look similar.
No, yeah.
It's not so crazy, but to tell someone that, and then this is a spoiler, he picked her and then he gets out and he goes, she definitely lied to me some about how she looks. I don't know. Like, do you say you look like that's a bold claim to be
that's like that. No, that's literally. I was gonna say that's like saying you look like, but Megan Fox is the person you would say
exactly.
It's like I look like Emily Ratajkowski. Like
he like broke up with the other girl and whatever. And I feel like he was going like, this is how simple-minded I feel like men are.
No, that's
like
fucked.
He was
that's
like,
why you can't
he got
do
in
that.
his head. Obviously, I'm gonna go for Megan Fox. Meanwhile, it's like Megan Fox is like Wish.com Temu dupe. Like, but yeah, now they're struggling. I don't know what's happening with their relationship, but the guy fucking sucks anyway. So she should get out of that while she can. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. So anyways,
go watch like MGK's girlfriend.
Yeah, MGK's girl. Like, why?
That's like, so pick me.
It was giving pick me. She was giving pick me, and she had like a bunch of guys going after her, and she was like crying. She's like, it's just. I don't know what I'm gonna choose, and then everybody else is getting dumped, and she has to choose, and she was making it like woe was me, and it's like, girl, everybody else here just got dumped, so you should be happy.
Yeah, you should be so excited. You have options. Wow, I need to watch this tonight while I clean my apartment.
It's good.
I feel like that's a good one you can have on because you're just listening to them. Especially, how many episodes are the pods? Like first couple,
like 3 or 4. Like a good amount.
Perfect. Yeah. That's my favorite. Honestly. After where they like meet when the doors open.
But that's a good reveal though.
That I like. Then I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, then they go on like the honeymoon. That's kind of boring. And then the next most exciting part for me is when they see the people that they almost picked. Because usually they do that. They'll do like a segment where it's like, oh, you know, I was between these. It's like kind of staged. It will be like, oh, I was between these 2 girls. And then like the show gives them an opportunity to like see the other person. You know, it's like, I wanted to see Zoe or whoever it is. And they set it up. And then the wedding day when they decide. They're contractually, I watched a TikTok about the contract that they sign. Yeah. The contract is so deep. Like they have to go to all these things. Otherwise they get like sued insanely. Because I always wonder, I'm like, why would they even, if they know they're not going to marry the person, why would you show up to the wedding day? And it's because it's in the contract. You can get sued for like a ton of money. So you have to show up to everything. Because I feel like I would quit halfway through and be like, I'm out. Like I don't like this person.
Damn.
Yeah. You sign your like life away. That's why they have to go to all these things and introduce their family even though they know they're not going to pick the person or whatever it is.
That's so sad.
Yep.
But they also signed up for it.
I know. And if it works out, it works out. There's some couples that Alexa and Brennan from like a few seasons ago, like they're pregnant. Like, you know, they're gonna have a kid. Like I love them. She's a queen.
The saying they're pregnant is like they're pregnant. It's like, no, the fucking girl is pregnant.
You're right.
But people, it's like a way to unify them. Like,
I know, but she has to go through the bear of labor.
Yeah.
And your dad is going to be the wide receiver. So.
Yeah. Or the tight end. We'll find out. But I just like giggled all your little sayings today. Woe is me. We could do a Brookopedia. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to do my rec and then we'll get into questions because I fear we're going to only do 3 questions again today. But I love all of our chitter chatter.
Me too.
That's why they listen.
Yeah.
They don't care about the question. No, I'm kidding. They do. I'm so boring with my rec. It's a rewatch. I'm rewatching The Bold Type on Hulu. Highly suggest. Go watch it.
Great job.
Mic drop. I don't even want to. That's all.
That's all. No further explanation. Okay.
I need to tell you guys about my bra journey because that's what you asked for, of course. No, but seriously, growing up, I was like obsessed with the idea of like being a woman and wearing bras. I know that sounds kind of weird. And then something changed in me where I hated wearing bras. I thought they were so uncomfortable. Like it was like a running joke with my friends. Like I just never wore bras. I would just wear like stickies or whatever. And then recently I've been finding that I am wearing shirts that just need to have bras. Like I just want it to have a different look, if you will. And I found Skims. I normally find bras to be so uncomfortable and constricting. they're the first thing I take off when I get home, but Skims has truly changed that. I'm wearing a Skims bra as we're talking. Like, I feel like the girls are in. You guys already know how much I love Skims underwear, so I finally had to try their bras, and Skims has truly delivered again. Like, I wear everything Skims, but the bras are so amazing. I get excited. Like, I'm dead ass. I was just packing for a trip, and I'm excited because I packed my Skims bra that I'm going to wear under my t-shirt because it just gives it this nice look. It makes my boobs look good, okay? So I tried the Fits Everybody t-shirt bra from Skims, and it's literally the best t-shirt bra I've ever owned. I wear it all the time, and I also need it in every color. I have black and tan, but they have a ton of different shades. It's absolutely amazing. It's now the only bra I wear. The straps are also adjustable, and the Fits Everybody material is obviously the best for that all-day comfort. So shop Skims bras at skims.com. Now available in 62 sizes, 30A to 46H. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75. If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Yeah, so
we have some questions.
We do have
some
questions.
Answer.
Let's start
Do you want
off.
to start with the Big Daddy?
Yeah, we got a big. Hi, ladies. I've been following you both for a while, all the way from Montana. So cool. Love you gals, even though I'm in a completely different place in life. 29, married with a toddler. Mm-hmm. Anyway, lately I've been going through a spiritual awakening. Have y'all experienced this? It's the one thing I haven't really heard much about from the gals. I'm curious how you handled it. Which tools did you use? Example, crystals. Lately, the discovery of me being more than just a human body has me mind blown, and it feels a bit overwhelming at times. If it's something you resonate with, I would love to hear all of your tips and tricks. Love all the pods and vlogs. Keep up the good work. Pat yourself on the back, Danielle. Keep up the good work. That was deep. And the reason why I bring it up is not to be like,
I need to hear your tips and tricks.
No, not to be like, what do you believe in? But I feel like this is something that with age, I do feel that things become a lot more clear. Because I think that when you grow up, you're in an environment. I was in a pretty open environment like that. It was kind of like, feel free to believe what you believe. But I feel like a lot of people are subject to what their parents teach them. And then I feel like you get out of the house and you, especially going to college, you meet people that are like kind of different. Not just religion, but just spirituality in general.
Yeah.
I consider myself a spiritual person. I haven't really used my crystals in a while, but I went through an era where I believed. I was right. I mean, I went through an era where I was writing shit on a note and putting it under my pillow.
Yeah,
and
you
spraying
like
it with perfume
I would
5
call
times.
You
I was like giving witchy energy.
You do psychic stuff.
Yeah.
You
I did
like a reading with
spell
my girl
one time.
Oh, you did a spell
once. That was in a place of pure desperation. It depends how desperate I am. I'll start listening to the music if I really need to.
No, listen to the music. No, sometimes when you're grasping for things, you'll just do anything.
Yeah, that's what they say about just like religion in general. Is like you typically find it in like when you're going through it, right? Like, it
is crazy how that happens.
Yeah, like you need thing to turn to or lean on, like when you're in a low place or you feel lonely or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I turned to religion a lot like freshman year of college. I started going to like Athens church a lot, and it's unfortunate sometimes that it is when you're going through times, but
because you have to remember it like when things are good.
To like pray and say thank you, or to whoever you believe in, to whatever it might be. It's important to express gratitude at the same time. So I try to remember like, thank you for this. This is so exciting, and not just the moments of like, I need you right now. Throw me one more lifeline, please.
Yeah. I feel like I'm constantly evolving in like terms of what I believe though, and I feel like I'm pretty open-minded with that. Like I'm, to new information and stuff, but I feel like I believe in like a higher above energy, and I feel like I probably do for another spiritual awakening, but I think I had one pretty big one probably around like 22, 23 when I was going through it, I did some, and I wouldn't say that's one specific tool that like tricked, but you grew up with a mom who had all of her tools and whatnot.
I grew up like my mom was having her spiritual awakening like while I was growing up, and like it's actually crazy looking back. Like she would all of a sudden be like reading books in a corner and like going on these meditations and retreats, and my dad's like, what's going on? Like there was a lot. And so I think growing up, me and my brother would like kind of make fun of her, unfortunately. And now she's just laughing in our face because I do half the things she talked about, and that's how it goes. But yeah, I mean, we could have Peaceful Michelle on to talk more about that. But it is cool. I think it's really important to lean in and what feels right. Like if my mom was here, she'd say, listen to your heart if you're wanting to use your crystals. Or for me, it's like essential oils and I don't know what I'm doing spiritually right now. Like
I don't have like one set practice. I feel like it doesn't need to be. I feel like it's as needed, you know. I do love a little manifestation tune. I love like put on
something
the
my
music.
mom does. You know how my mom brought her friend to the live show? She's a healer. She does something called SRT. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar. My mom has used that a lot on me. It's literally kind of like using a pendulum, and she'll like ask it questions, and she has like a whole textbook of things, and it's helped me a lot.
Wow. What type of questions? Like
it has to be yes or no questions.
Okay.
And so the pendulum, she'll like go down and then it goes yes or no. And it's like really helped me. I mean, who knows? But so if you decide to lean, it's same with like horoscopes or whatever it is. Like if it guides you in a way you need, more power to you.
Yeah. I think you just need to stay a little like rational with it. That's like what I always tell myself when I go too deep, and I feel like I was truly letting the stars rule my life for like a while, and it's like at the end of the day, like your life is your life. Like
totally.
Definitely. If it says you're gonna have a bad day, you can still have a good day. But I agree with that. I like to believe it. It makes me feel connected to something. Yeah.
No, I really do believe like when you put good energy out into the world, like more and more comes to you. Like,
I so agree with that.
When you're having like a good day, maybe it's work-wise or friends, it's like all of a sudden you're getting all these emails and texts. It's like, I'm just in the flow today.
Versus when you wake up and you stub your toe and you're like, fuck. And then
everything's terrible today. And you're just putting out that energy. Even if it's just you in your apartment, I swear, I believe in the higher power in that way. So it's a great one. Hopefully that was affirming.
We do need to. I would love to have your mom on to talk about all of that and like, you know, her spiritual awakening.
She's got all kinds of things. I like this one. Validation for someone who is almost 23 and have never been in a romantic relationship or have had anything close. All of my friends say that they can't wait to meet whoever I end up with because they think he will be amazing. But why hasn't it happened yet? Tips for getting, excuse me, I just burped. Tips for getting through this and keeping a positive mindset.
Is this me in a parallel universe? Because like I feel like that was me at 23.
I do have a good amount of friends that are like in this now, and one of my friends specifically just went through this, and now she was just texting me today. She's like, I didn't know someone like this was possible. Like, you just think that it's never gonna happen.
That makes me so happy.
I know. She was like, she posted like she was getting a coffee with her boyfriend this morning, and I literally responded like, I am just so happy for you. And she was like, thank you so much. Like, he is so incredibly good to me, and the things he said, like, I didn't know something like this could exist. And I think everyone thinks that. You think it's never happening to you, and it's so easy when your friends around you are like, don't worry, it'll happen. But like, there is someone out there for you, just maybe not yet.
I got so fucking, whenever everyone said, wait, my aunt's comment, like, I get it, how frustrating it is, and it's like not a valid, especially when you're the only one. I was like pretty much the only one, like out of my home friends, out of my college friends, like out of even like our YouTube, well, I guess Katie and I kind of were similar in that way, but I felt like lonely in that way and like weird and strange. I feel like it was just such a part of growing up. It would be like, oh, my ex, you know, people would be like, what's your ex-boyfriend like? It's like, I didn't have an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, like you never date anyone. It's like not enough to say. And it, society makes you feel weird about it, even though it shouldn't be weird.
No,
it's
not
like,
at all.
I would rather that than like rush into a relationship that wasn't for me or with the wrong person or anything. Yeah. I mean,
like, I think it's so fun to be single. I mean, I haven't been single in so long, but I really do feel like why, like Brooke said, like why put so much energy into something that's not even working out that well? Like the right person, it's going to flow. They're going to court you. It's going to be a whole thing. So there is absolutely no reason to stress. And that's actually so sweet that your friends say they can't wait to meet him. And that doesn't mean you need to go rush to the apps and like go find. Like search around when you want, but it's not like...
I feel like this is literally like what Mariah and Maddie would tell me though, like in college. They're like, I can't wait to see the guy that puts up with you, like, you know, stuff like that, like in a joking way, obviously.
Of course,
you know, but now it's like we could look back and be like, oh my God, actually that was so true, you know, that you said that.
And you're only 23. That's like college. God. Not like some people have boyfriends in college, but a lot of people, college is just for fun. I don't know.
And it should be. The amount of people who, I don't want to look at it this way, but the amount of people who actually end up with their person from college, it's slim. You know, so many of my friends who were dating someone in college, they didn't end up together. So if anything, you saved yourself the heartbreak. Yeah. And the cool thing about your friends going through stuff is that you get to learn from their experiences.
Oh, yeah.
Without the emotional wear and tear.
Okay, so we don't do that.
Yep, got it. Yep. Or like, wow, this guy, I feel like I learned so much from my friends' relationships because I was also their therapist. So
you really were around for a lot of them.
Yeah. That's and it helped. Yeah, it's like the pseudo experience.
Definitely. Should we do another question?
Yeah. Tips for feeling your best when going out / making the most of a night out. Me and my friends go out and often just end up staring at each other with drinks in our hands.
No, like I honestly
I felt
feel
that.
this.
I felt that.
Sometimes it's like you feel like you should see your friends, but there's nothing to talk about.
But I like the idea of the making the most of a night out. It's like if you have it and like you're booked and you're doing it and it's happening, like that. How to make the most of it. I would say when you came yesterday, Danielle came to it was a dinner. It was a little different. She came with a punch list of topics to talk about. I mean, that was big.
Well, because I feel like I'm such an impulsive texter that I would just text them, and I was like, I'm seeing them on Tuesday. If I could just hold this info a little longer, it's so much more fun in person.
It was, and the convo never got dry. We had 1,000,001 things to talk about.
Even with Ryan, I do that sometimes. I'm like, I could call him right now while he's at work, and he's gonna be like half listening to me because he's busy, or I can wait till tonight and like see his reaction in person. I don't know.
No, that's
it's like more fun.
Valid.
But I have this thing with some of my friends sometimes, especially it's hard when you're on like a trip with people and you're going to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like on a girls trip. But sometimes you just got to call people out and be like, get off your phone. Let's play a game. I'm a big game player.
You do like a game. So what are the go-to games? Phone games, like an app, or
no. I want phones down.
You do questions. What is the question one you do?
I'll either do like I'm thinking of someone, which is fun, and you have to make sure everyone at the table knows who they are. But Caitlin and I, we were in the car from JFK the other day, and we played it, and it really passed the time. So you ask yes or no questions.
Fun that you guys did that.
It was so fun. She was like, "Wow, I'm so glad you did that," because we had been on our phones all fucking day on the plane. Like there was nothing left to look at, so I was like, let's be present.
Wow, that's great.
Another game is fun, which we do sometimes. It's like dream game, like dream questions, like what would your dream car be? Where would you love to move if you moved tomorrow? Like stuff like that. And you learn a lot about people, or I don't know. It's just good to call out. Like, guys, we're literally all being so boring right now. Like, let's pick it up. What was
that paper game you played with Ryan's family at the time? Was it like charades?
Fishbowl. That one's so fun. You gotta like have that. I don't
might
know
not be
a
night out, but that's a fun, yeah, to kind of have like a plan sort of in mind, or I would say reduce the frequency then of the nights out, honestly, because like we had just seen each other, me, Danielle, Katie, and I. What's proper grammar there? Danielle, Katie.
I had just seen.
Whatever.
I think it's an I. I don't know.
We went out to dinner, and we haven't all three of us been together at a dinner in a while, so we had a lot to talk about. Versus, I feel like when you're seeing the same people, like, it was like kind of like with my roommates in college, it was like, no new updates since yesterday,
Yeah, there's not the updates. So it's really fun when you get to have like a girls' dinner and dial in and do all that. There was something else I was gonna say.
And just making the most of a night out. Like, and then when you reduce the frequency, it makes it more exciting to get dressed up to whatever. Yes. Like, I feel like in college when it was every night, it was like, can I borrow your outfit? Because I already wore everything. No,
it's so true. And I think also on the last note of that, if you're trying to like meet people, like let's say you and your girlfriends are going out and you want to meet guys, be open, because I feel like there's nothing worse than for guys when there's like a group of girls and they're all huddled in and like they're like, no one's talking to me, but like we're not being open at all. Like you have to,
one of you go to the bar and get the drinks for the group or something.
Like, and then they make a friend and then they bring over his friend. Someone's got to be ballsy, like in the sense of making the most of your night out. Like if you're trying to meet people, you got to be open. You got to have that energy open.
That's good. I've also heard numbers, like you're not supposed to go with, like, it is true.
Yeah.
Like a group of 8 girls could be intimidating.
That's tough.
So maybe consider 3, 2.
Yeah, or like split up a little.
This is if you really want to be strategic. I was never successful with meeting people in real life. That was you. You were. Were you out with a big group the night you met Ryan?
No, it was like 3 or 4 people. Yeah. And I was just leaning against a wall when he came over. I don't know why I was leaning against a wall.
You're so cool.
Danny. I was just like mysterious girl leaning. No, I was drunk. I think I was like just catching my breath from dancing, but it's fine.
Needed that element.
Do you have any new icks? Someone asked what are our icks. I know we've talked about them before, but I have a couple new ones. Can I share?
Yeah, fill me in.
I really don't like when people talk really close to me. I was in the room with someone the other day. Like she was showing me something and no one else was in the room. Like it wasn't like she had to talk really loud or like, and she was just like right next to me in my face talking. And I'm like, I can feel your breath. I can see your boogers. I don't like it. I don't like close talkers.
I don't really love sitting super close. Like, we recorded it like on a couch at one point. I didn't even enjoy that. Like I prefer,
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of it. I just more so mean, but yes, that too.
And you're a friend. I mean, obviously I'm fine with getting close, but I do
it's
feel
like,
that.
Every now and then if you like want to tell a little secret or like give me a sniff. But like if we're in a big area, like why do you need to be right next to me talking to me? It's the talking next to me.
Yeah. I kind of feel that way with my personal space bubble, like when girls that I don't really know, like those type of people who, not just girls, I mean, I guess it would be boys, but that's even creepier. Like,
yeah.
when they start like playing with your hair and stuff, and you're like, why are you touching me? Like, you know, they're like, oh my God, you look so good. And they're touching your hair. You're like, I literally don't even know your name.
Yeah.
And this is weird. I feel violated.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't
no,
like
I know.
that.
It's like,
yeah.
some people are just really confident.
No,
and
they're
comfortable.
like that. And they're just, and some people, it's like a calming energy. And some people, it's like, that was creepy. And now I have to take a shower.
Yep. And now someone's outside hands have been on my hair.
I don't know where your hands have been.
Yeah, no. Do you have any
One
new
more.
icks? Well, that was your ick.
Oh, yeah.
On that note, bad breath. I don't like bad breath.
I sprayed before I saw you today.
Oh,
I've
you did
been
not
on
have bad
my
breath.
Shit. We've had this Listerine breath spray.
Yeah, no, ever since you discovered that, I was like, oh, I need to start using that again. Because I don't want to have bad breath either. And if I think I might even have bad breath, I'm like, you know, I'm talking away, I'm sniffing. Like, you gotta just like, because it's rude. And if you think you might have bad breath, just don't close talk to me. I think those go hand in hand, is what it is. In tandem.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Just some icks. Love that word.
Any recommendations for getting your first apartment? I feel like we did a whole episode on like just apartment stuff in general, but you know, if you're moving you're moving out maybe on your own or just whatever, like just moving for the first time. What's something that you like wish you knew?
Yeah.
Is there anything that
I
comes
think
to
like
mind? Big sister.
I feel like you have even better tips. You've moved more than me, but knowing what like your top 3 non-negotiables are maybe, and making sure you like stick to those. Like, I loved my first apartment, but I really wanted a doorman, and I was like, oh, but I love it so much, like I'll live there. And I obviously don't regret it per se, but like I had a lot of packages stolen, and that's what we do for our job. So like I wish even though it's like you still need to stick to like, you can decide what can go, what cannot. Maybe this is more New York City. I feel like a lot of apartment buildings, they have all the things you need, but in New York it's give or take.
No, that's good. My advice is always, you don't have to do what you think you have to do. I feel like you could look at apartment tours and be like, oh, okay, so I have to get a dining table, and I have to get you know, this, and I have to get like this specific coffee pot or whatever. It's like, if you don't drink coffee, don't do that.
Yeah.
I love my mom, but she was like, when I was moving into my first apartment, she was like, you need to get 8 of these martini glasses. I haven't used one. Like, maybe I've used one singular martini glass, you know?
Funny, yeah.
Like, I wasn't moving into a home. I was moving into an apartment. And I feel like you should formulate your apartment and set it up, or your room. You could take this how you want. Like, if you're living with roommates, how you see best fit. You know, for me, vanity is very important. I love sitting down to do my makeup. Like, I will move around. I will take a smaller bed. I will do anything to sit down and do my makeup.
Yeah.
But other people, they don't care. They want a desk, or they want they want more of a open space, open concept, or they have a dog, you know?
That is so true. Like, just because most people, maybe you don't want a couch. I don't know. That's pretty crazy, but maybe you don't want a couch. I thought, and I still kind of wish I had room for a desk, but I was like, I don't really need a desk. Like, I always end up sitting at the kitchen table anyways, so that's what I do. Kitchen table, that sounds so like homey.
Yeah, no, it does. And I would say also think about you also don't have to do anything based on other people. Like, if the decision is all yours, I would say just the location of it too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you might feel pressure, like all my friends live in this one area, or it feels like everybody's doing this. It's like you have to put yourself first in that case, though.
Yeah, definitely.
But I get it. It seems easy sometimes. It's just the easy thing to do is to live where your friend lives, because you're like, okay, like I'll just do this. But you know, maybe that doesn't suit you.
Maybe it doesn't do quite fancy. What are some baby names do you guys like? I think we should do some that we obviously wouldn't use.
I have no list. I have no idea. I have no concept. Literally none. Yeah.
Wait, like we did like we talked about this in our first version of the live show, but I didn't realize you had none.
No, none. I have literally no idea. I haven't decided if I thought it would be, like, I don't know if it's cute to do all the same letter. Like, I haven't thought about any of this.
All the same letter.
Oh, I kind of like that. Like,
like if you have like Brooke, Ben, and Bailey, like
we're the family of bees. Like,
well, see, not everyone is dating someone with this.
Not like that.
Oh, you mean all the kids have the same letter?
Yeah, I've seen that done with like, I know this family, like, and it's 3 boys and they have the same letter.
That's cute.
But it's cute. The parents don't have the same letter, but the boys do. So you've been thinking,
you're like, I don't have a list, and I don't know if I want to do all the same letter of the first.
Well, I'm still loosely thinking of the concept. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
You're really
but I don't know the direction I want. Like, I don't know if I want to go,
the artistic direction.
Like typical boy name for girl, or if I want to go like classic, because I love like a classic name that's just like, you know,
Isabella.
Yeah, like William. Like, I don't know, just something. That's
I love the
like,
name William.
Yeah,
Will. That's such a hot name.
They could also go by Bill.
Could go by Bill. I don't see you having a son named Bill. This is my son, Bill. That's like an adult name.
You can go by that when he hits like retirement age.
There's so many names that it's like, oh, that's an adult name.
Yep.
Like, well, I don't want to offend anyone.
No,
so
me neither. Don't say it.
But
I have a few come up.
I do have a few names that if you've been to a live show,
please.
I read them. But I thought I'd bring them here because they were really shut
These
down.
are not happening.
These are not happening because they're not happening. Sinclair, I like for a girl. These are like, I just like funky names. Mercer and Sutton. Those are some that were on my list. That
Sutton, I think, is good.
I don't know where I got it from. Is it from Pretty Little Liars?
It's from Bold Type.
Maybe, yeah.
Isn't her name Sutton?
Yeah, I'm fully watching that right now. Maybe it is from Bold Type. But I thought maybe I don't know. Yeah, that would make most sense.
Yeah.
Sutton character. But yeah, so I do like those. I do like a guy named for a girl, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. But then it's like the middle name. Yeah, I'm just seeing the Bold Type, so I think that's true.
Yeah, I have not.
Because like, you know, like my middle name is my great grandmother's name. You know, it's like,
Yep.
What is yours? Just Taylor for fun?
That's all I know. Yeah, my
I feel
first
like that's
name
what
is
I'll do.
Brooke because my grandfather's name was Ben. Actually, I never met him.
So
my mom's
sweet.
dad, and they took the letter. That was I think that's like a Jewish tradition or something.
So
I kind of like that. I think that's cute.
A little
like,
like tie-in.
Yes, letter.
A nod, a subtle nod
to the.
Another Brooke saying.
Yes. I'm still thinking through it. I feel like I want to go classic though. Just like I want to go classic with. I just get too nervous to do anything too funky or different. Yes. I fear I would regret it. You know, the kid gets older and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? But you can't say anything because it's too late because the kid's 21. You know,
like oh, this is trash can.
You're like I was going through something.
This is cloudy
that day. Yeah, like it comes out of you and you're like on all those drugs and stuff. You're like, just name it this.
You're just take the pain away and name him. I don't even.
What about naming your kid before you have the kid?
I think you need to see him.
I agree.
Him or her, and be like, okay. Because I've heard from people, they're like, we looked at the child and it was not a bill.
A bill. Yeah, it was more.
I feel like this is kind of a funny episode.
Me too.
I feel like we're funny.
We're amateur comedians.
We're international.
The room is good
artists.
today. This is a good room.
Good room. Like we're getting some feedback here. Yeah. It's good. Like I like it when the people in the room with us like give us a little giggle because then we're like, okay, we're on the right track.
Yeah. We're not so far off.
We're not so far off. Like at least
you know, in class, like when you do the test, would you ever go up to the teacher and be like, you know, can I get a hint or something? And they would be like, pretty close.
Yeah. Like, could you just lead me in the right direction?
Answers. Yeah.
No, they love that.
Yeah, they'd be like, you see your work there? Keep going.
Yeah, they'll like circle a certain area. Keep going with that.
You have the right. Yeah.
You have the right idea.
Or you're like, I'm in between these two, they're really close or something. My teachers would always give it to me because I like was a suck ass or whatever.
Yeah, you're like, I really worked hard.
Like, yeah, they'd be like, oh my gosh, that one. You know, I think like a little point or something.
Subtle nod. Love you guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
We will see you next week. Don't you worry.
Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. Follow at Gals on the Go Podcast, and yeah, we'll see you.
See you next time. Bye. Guys.